All right, welcome to part 3 of our video series on buying real estate in Panama. Today we're going to focus on mountain properties and mountain communities within Panama. Just to give you a perspective, we are hovering over the entire country of Panama here, as you can see. First place we're going to start is the International Airport. Just to give you an idea, there we are. International Airport is on the east side of the city. Next location we're going to go to, first location actually, is Altos del Maria, which, as you can see, is, zoom out a little bit here. There's Punta Chame right there, Gorgona and Coronado right here, and just a short drive up the mountain is Altos del Maria, which is going to be the first location that we explore on the PowerPoint. All right, the first area we're going to get started with is Altos del Maria, which, as you can see from the left-hand side, has some beautiful ocean views. Altos is divided into several different areas. You've got the lowlands, the highlands, and some really interesting ridge properties, most of which afford some fantastic ocean views, all of which have some great mountain views, and you've got some nice temperatures as well. As we mentioned in the PowerPoint, there's lots of things to do: hiking, biking, certainly for the nature lover, but you've also got some time to just relax and enjoy a mountain lifestyle. Plenty of space, 12,000 acres total in the Altos area. And as you can see, there's a good community feel as well, with 200 full-time residents. All right, here are a few examples of the properties in Altos. Both of the ones that we selected here have, as you can see, some amazing views. Most people in Panama live outside, and of course this is a patio where you can live on. Some people even set up TVs, couches. You know, just you've got plenty of space to work with. And as we mentioned in this PowerPoint, it's a very close, safe-knit community, a close-knit and very safe community. You've got some central areas within the Altos del Maria area, including botanical gardens, a community center where people get together, they play pool, they play cards, they have potluck dinners, and of course the property options are fantastic. You've got lots for sale, you've got existing property for sale, plenty of wildlife in and around the area, good for gardening, and just a real good feel. Altos del Maria is the largest mountain development in Panama, and it's pretty close to Panama City. As you can see, we've got a very short distance between El Valle and Altos del Maria. It's now covered by a road. So unfortunately, Google Earth has very poor imagery of El Valle. Obviously, a cloudy day when they shot it, but just to give you a perspective, El Valle and Altos del Maria are very close. And also you can see that as the Interamericana runs parallel to the water, El Valle is about a 30-minute drive up from the highway. So you're looking at about roughly 2 hours round trip, or 2 hours one way from Panama City. Let's explore El Valle. All right, the next option we're going to look at is El Valle. On the bottom left, you can see a picture of the daily farmers market. They've also got a really neat weekend farmers market where they sell all their arts and crafts. Great to go shopping when you're bringing something back for somebody from Panama. El Valle is a little bit more of a town feel, as we said, as opposed to Altos del Maria, which are mostly homes. El Valle's got a main street with restaurants, a few bed and breakfasts throughout. From the right-hand side, you've got a picture of the India Dormida and the approach up to that famous hike. You've got some hot springs in El Valle, lots of different areas to explore. And with the new road connecting El Valle and Altos del Maria, that certainly becomes an option, more so for residents that live in Altos that want to come visit El Valle, but certainly vice versa. And the fertile soil there in El Valle is fantastic for gardening. You've got that volcanic soil that is very nutrient rich and really, really good for gardening. And again, just a nice small town feel in El Valle. Good affordable real estate, as we're going to see right here, mostly single family homes. Of course, there's some lots if you want to build. Good prices, quite similar to Altos del Maria. As we mentioned already, the farmers market, and you're looking at about a 2-hour drive to get back into Panama City. They've got bus service from El Valle as well, and lots of taxis running around, certainly several taxis running around. I wouldn't say lots, but you don't have to have a car in El Valle, but it makes things easier. But again, there's some fantastic options for real estate in El Valle. All right, so that was El Valle. Final mountain community, developed mountain community, is Boquete, which is quite a good distance away from these two communities. Big advantage of Altos and El Valle is proximity to Panama City. Boquete, yep, there's El Valle. Zoom on over to Boquete. As you can see here, Boquete is very close to the Costa Rican border, which is basically right here. So Boquete is about 30 minutes from the town of David, about another 20 minutes to get to the border of Costa Rica. And by car, it's about a 6-hour drive from Panama City to Boquete, or you can fly there in about 45 minutes. So let's explore Boquete. And finally, we have Boquete. Boquete is a mountain town, really a city now. You've got hotels, you've got restaurants, shopping, really neat coffee growing community in Boquete. So if you like coffee, that's the place to go. Great temperatures, of course. Easy access to David, as we've mentioned. About a 30-minute drive. David is Panama's second largest city, close to the Costa Rican border on the western end of the country. Boquete is great. You've got some really neat property options in Boquete, including townhouses, single-family homes. There's still some lots where you can build, and just a really neat feel for a mountain town. A lot of life up there, and of course, everything you can do in the mountains, including whitewater rafting, hiking, biking. It can be as active or as laid back as you want it to be. And as we said here, it's interesting because you're right on the border of Costa Rica. Now, an interesting development is going on recently, which is an international airport push for the town of Boquete, and David actually is where it's going to be located. They've got the space allotted. They're starting to build the infrastructure, and hopefully it'll be happening in the next year, which certainly opens up some possibilities and makes it an interesting investment as well. Anytime you get an airport moving in, of course, increased access and more demand. So check out Boquete. It's a neat area. We've got some good contacts. We've got a fantastic agent working in Boquete that handles the Boquete and Volcan areas exclusively, as well as some David properties. And yeah, definitely worth a visit if you're looking into mountain communities in Panama. So that wraps up our mountain communities portion. Hope you enjoyed it. And that's it. Those are our 3 big mountain communities. Certainly very nice, all very different, and worth a look. Thanks. Bye-bye.